Silly salmon, bud.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Silly salmon.
YouTube, what's happening? I go by the name of Fuego, a.k.a. Gino Fuego. Welcome to my channel, OG Fuego Reactions. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I drop some of this Fuego. Cause I'm lit and I'm with all the shenanigans, you dig? Hey man, without any further ado, let's get right into it.
Would you tell your man your real body count, or you?
To be honest, a real man is not gonna ask a real woman her body count. It's not important. If you want to know about how many men I slept with in the past, so that can make you insecure, so that can make you feel like you're not enough, so that can make you feel like you're not great enough, that's on you. If you want to know, go ahead and ask, but I'm gonna look at you differently afterwards, because what my past got to do with you and what we got going on in the future.
She belongs to the streets.
I mean, she right by saying a real man ain't gonna ask for no body count, but she wrong by saying it ain't important. A little game to the females, bruh. A real man ain't gotta ask you your body count. 8 times out of 10, we can tell whether you promiscuous or not by the things you like to do, the people you like to hang out with, the places you like to go, how important your phone is. A real man ain't gonna never let you know that it's important, because you can hide the evidence. We know that if we don't say nothing and we just watch you and just be patient enough, you're gonna show us everything we need to see. Then from that point, we just gonna treat you accordingly. If he spend a considerable amount of time with you and y'all smashing and he ain't committing, don't get it messed up. He gonna smash because he know you got experience. He gonna have some fun. But to be real, that's probably gonna be it.
Which do you think would be more attractive? A guy who approaches you and he's just totally confident. He's not being cocky. He's not being rude or anything. He's just really confident, maintaining good eye contact, just confident, right? Or a guy who approaches you and you can tell he's not being creepy or anything, but he's a little nervous, maybe he's a little shaky, his eye contact really isn't on point. Which do you prefer?
I mean, the confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, however, you can make the argument though that a guy who's stepping to you and he's maybe a bit nervous, a little shaky.
Oh, it takes more courage.
Well, what I'm trying to make is that's him in a vulnerable state. Yet most women are not going to be attracted to that guy, even though he's displaying he's in a vulnerable state. So,
wow, I didn't see that one coming. All right.
Well,
all right, Brian, that was pretty good.
Right, but so...
And man, when it's all said and done, women don't want no vulnerable man. It would never profit a man to be vulnerable. In every facet of a man's life, we had to be confident. Whether it's sports, business, being able to protect and provide for a family, we have to be confident in that. There's no way that a woman will be comfortable with a man that's not sure of himself. How could I feel comfortable with you when you're not even confident in decisions that you're making? I'll give you an analogy. Game on the line. 0 seconds left on the clock and you got 2 free throws and you down by 1. Are you gonna feel confident in a vulnerable player stepping up to that line and hitting both the shots? I highly doubt it. That applies to everything. Women will never sacrifice those few times they want a man to be vulnerable and emotional with them for the many times they want them to be confident. It's just not gonna happen. Don't be listening to these women when they say they want a vulnerable man. They have you walking around sounding like Ralph Tresvant.
When you have to be honest, it makes you look worse, it makes you feel bad, it makes that person feel bad. It gets messy on so many levels.
But what if that person needed to hear it?
Yeah.
You know, what if that person never heard that note or that thought or perspective, and then they go on in life, you know, continuing to move and act and speak in a way without that? You're doing almost a disservice, you know? It goes back to like knowing, if you know better, you gotta do better, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I think that kind of maybe speaks to like a bigger thing with me of like wanting to just be better and wanting people around me to be better and grow.
This is what you would call not having no yes men around you. It's so important to have people around you that's gonna be honest with you so you can correct things rather than people just telling you, yeah, like that's good, when it's really bad. These people will never help you improve in your life. If I was standing in front of a person and they had a booger in their nose, if I cared enough about them, I would tell them that they had that booger in their nose. Why? I'm not gonna laugh at them about having a booger in their nose. But if they leave me and go get around another crowd of people that don't know them something like that, they'll be sitting there pointing, laughing at them about the fact that they got a booger in their nose. But I could have prevented that by telling them that. Even though they might have suffered a little bit of embarrassment after I told them that, all they had to do is get some tissue, clean it out, and they would have been good for the rest of the day. It's always valuable to have people around you that's gonna be honest with you, regardless of how it make you feel. People who care about your well-being is gonna always give you constructive criticism. When you have love for somebody, it's not always pleasing.
Come on, y'all. Got some action again, y'all. Wait a minute. I knew it was something. I heard something, man. Y'all hear this? My kids said they heard something. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, man? Hold on, bro. Y'all alright? Y'all, hey, what the hell going on? What going on? Y'all alright? Who was that, man? Everything straight?
I put the motor in them.
What going on, man?
Crazy.
What the hell going on?
Him.
Oh, somebody in the car. Oh, shit. Hey, man, what the hell? Y'all straight? Oh, shit. What the fuck? Bro. What the hell? Oh! Oh, God. Dang. What the hell?
Hey, y'all heard that, man? He the one who put the motor in their car. Nah, as mad as he was, bro, he probably was the one who rebuilt it too. The funniest part was when Buddy was spazzing out, you hear the other dude talking about some, is y'all all right? I thought this man was finna tow the car away. I didn't know he was finna take the engine. He chained up her engine and pulled it out her car. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. This scene look crazy as hell. You got the ex-girl with the new dude sitting in a beat-up Honda Accord in front of a hotel room while the ex-boyfriend's trying to get him up out the car by hitting the side view mirrors with a crowbar. God damn! I will tell you this, though. It ain't no amount of money or time or effort worth you going to jail or losing your life for. The type of time he was on, all it took is for the new boyfriend to have a gun. The way he was coming, if the new boyfriend would have got out the car, the ex-boyfriend was gonna try to fight him. He'd have got his ass popped in self-defense because he ain't got nothing to do with y'all's relationship. I understand he was upset, but sometimes we gotta understand when to just take our L and move on. I ain't gonna lie, this shit look crazy.
Overly dramatic or anything. Can we just start stabbing transphobes at this point? Like, we have such a big problem of transphobic people being fucking idiots and not getting their shit kicked in. Can we just start kicking their shit in? It would be so much easier for everyone. The entire world would be so much better if we could just stab a transphobe. Say something transphobic, you get stabbed. The world would be beautiful.
The entire world would be so much better if you could stab a transphobe. If we were just to quickly analyze the word phobe, it literally means fear of. The only problem is I don't think people are acting out of fear. The problem is you don't want anybody to disagree with your ideology. Instead of you taking the route of agreeing to disagree, you want to stab. The only people that I would argue would have fear is people with small children or biological women that have the fear of having to compete against y'all in sports and professional fighting. At the end of the day, man, you can't expect for everybody to accept the decisions that you made. And furthermore, if you're really comfortable with the decision that you made, you shouldn't need any acceptance. You can't force your reality on everybody else.
Really salmon, bud.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Really salmon, bud.
Bro, why his homie let him do that? Now this man gonna have to be on stool softeners for like 6 to 8 weeks. How he let that man do a cannonball in shallow water? He knew that water was shallow before he jumped. That man's spine compressed and his head touched his ass. It wasn't even enough water to splash. That man hydroplaned and got rear-ended. Hey, he came to the water in vans. He gonna leave in an ambulance. You know what I'm saying? Hey, is it safe to say that it's too late to tell that man he need to go sit down somewhere? Let me leave this man alone, man. I know I ain't right.
If you are in my life, I never want to hear out of your mouth that you lied to protect me. Or you lied because you didn't want to hurt me. No, you lied because you were protecting yourself from the possible consequences that would come from the truth. You lied because it's what you do. You see, to me, when someone can be real to me, no matter how much it may hurt me, that shows me that you actually are a solid individual. You can take accountability and you're a credible person. It shows me that you respect me and value our relationship. However, when you lie to me, that just shows me that you're trying to be in control of the narrative that you desire. You're trying to manipulate the situation. And understand that lying to me once is all it takes to degrade our relationship. It shows me that I can't trust you. It shows me that you're selfish and you only care about yourself. And that's a major red flag. And I don't care how much you mean to me.
Yeah, man, that's why I always tell people to be honest with your intentions up front. When you're dealing with another person, they deserve the right to know what they're signing up for. Then they can make a decision on whether or not they agree to the terms. You're not just gonna walk up to somebody and tell them to sign a blank contract. That's essentially what you're doing when you lying to somebody. You lying to somebody that's clearly not all right with what you're doing when you could be truthful to somebody that would accept it. It just don't make no sense. You ain't worried about the person across from you. At that point, you deserve to be by yourself, with your selfish ass.